So the ANC looks set to take a majority of the Limpopo vote, but the party has lost several more wards to the EFF and the DA. Many Limpopo residents have also aired several grievances. Despite this, the ANC insists it has gained ground in the province. Heidi Giokos joins me now from Polokwane. Heidi, very good evening. So mentioning a couple of things up front there in that particular intro about the ANC dropping a few wards. But they're still saying that, they've done well in that province. So what's your take?
Yes, certainly. I think as the numbers come in, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But of course, the ANC still holds its stronghold here in the province, with the EFF gaining some ground. And earlier on, when we spoke to the ANC's provincial secretary, he did mention the fact that certain wards have been lost to the EFF as well as the DA. But we are joined by Desiree van der Walt, who's the DA provincial campaign manager, as well as Marcel Moritz, who's the Freedom Front Plus provincial leader of Limpopo. Thank you both so much for your time. I'll start with you, Marcel. Speak to us about some of the gains that the Freedom Front Plus has made, especially in areas that are not predominantly known to be Freedom Front Plus areas.
Yeah, we've grown. Maruleng, we've got a seat now. We've got 3 seats now in Municipal. Actually, we took a ward there, and also we also got a seat in. Oh my goodness!
It's okay. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's a long day. It's Messina.
Okay. Speak to us about what was done in Modimole.
Bella.
Okay. Speak to us about what was done in Modimole for you guys to have gained ground there. Many would say it's quite an unusual area for Freedom Front Plus to have gained some traction there.
Ward 5, no. I think Ward 5 should be a Freedom Front Plus ward. But the DA had it and we took it, but it should be a Freedom Front Plus ward. And it's a good ward for us. We worked there also together with the DA, and I think we've done a lot of good work there and service delivery. So I believe together we can still serve the people in the same wards.
Okay, we'll get to the DA in a moment, but should there be a need for a coalition, what is the stance of the Freedom Front Plus? Would you be willing to work with the ANC or the EFF?
No, not at all.
Okay, who would you be willing to work with?
The DA.
Okay, why would you not work with the ANC or the EFF?
Because of the DA, the EFF and ANC supporting BEE is totally against the Freedom Front Plus, and for that reason and many other reasons we will not work with them.
Okay, let's move over to the DA. A ward was taken away from you, but it seems as though that the DA is doing reasonably well. When we spoke to the ANC earlier on, they did mention that they have lost wards to the DA, so it seems as though you guys are doing pretty well in Limpopo.
Yeah, it's always never nice in politics if you have to stand off a ward that we have been working on for many, many years. In fact, a long time ago, that was actually the heartland of the conservative parties, like the Freedom Front, and we took it away. And it was purely because we had people voting with their minds and not with their hearts. Things have changed. We have been in a coalition with, amongst others, the Freedom Front Plus, and they've got the ward, but we've maybe lost our mayoral seat, of course, and speaker seat, but we still have 7 seats, which is the same number of seats that we held up until this election.
And just overall, are you satisfied with the results coming in the province, but also because of the fact that voter turnout has been reasonably a lot lower this local government elections compared to 2016?
Well, 2016 was an excellent year for the Democratic Alliance. We won 25 wards. We took over in minority government Tabazimbi municipality with the Freedom Front TRA, a working relationship with the EFF. We also in the same year took Municipal after they've been amalgamated with the Freedom Front and a working relationship with the EFF in that municipality. I think we are. I don't believe it's nice to have people not getting out to vote. I believe it was a hard-fought democracy. It would be great if every South African 18 years and older get out to vote. But yes, it is also indeed correct to say that a lower turnout benefits us and the other smaller parties. So yes, that's what it is. But I think the big surprise in the Municipal results is that it's a hung municipality, and the ANC gained 1 seat. They've got 14 seats now. We remain at 7. The EFF dropped 2 seats. They've got 4, and the Freedom Front grew with 1. They've got 3 seats. So it's a 14-14 split. We will definitely not go into a coalition with or working relationship with the EFF again. We will not work with the ANC because that's our opponents, our political opponents. But whenever there is an item in council which benefits service delivery to the people, and the other parties have the same values on really getting, especially to the poorer communities in the Municipal area, then item by item we will have a discussion and we will support whoever is acting in the best interest of the communities.
Great, thank you so much for that insight. We do appreciate it. So that was the Freedom Front Plus together with the DA just speaking about some of the wards they have won and they have lost in this local government election. But of course, numbers are still coming in. We know at about an hour ago it was 39% that has been captured so far. All voting has been done. It's just the capturing and the auditing that's taking place at this moment. It's going to be a very long night here at the Results Operations Centre here in Polokwane, and hopefully by tomorrow the IEC says all voting will be, counting and capturing will be done.
And hopefully by tomorrow you'll still be standing, Heidi. You will. Heidi Giokos there talking to us from Polokwane. I guess you just couldn't hear me right there at the end. It has been a long day.